Jimmy, I gotta take a dump.
What?
No, I mean I need a dumpster.
Well, for all those needs, you need to call Big V Dumpster Rental, Long Island, New York, 631-900-DUMP. Elm Logistics. For all your logistic needs, call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships.
That's having fun.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about.
That's loving your craft. It's a beautiful thing.
I know you worked with this gentleman before, Dutch Mantel.
Oh, Dutch, Yosemite Sam.
Here's my question. Here's my question to you. Dutch Mantel knows. I mean, Dutch Mantel knows everything about wrestling, but he also knows everything about like building rocket ships, curing cancer,
complicated
like
calculus?
You ask Dutch Mantel something, he'll give you an answer.
Yeah.
Why is Dutch Mantel so respected in the pro wrestling industry when he didn't draw a dime in his entire career? Explain that to me.
Tornations. Ooh.
Well, first of all, no matter what I think of Dutch, he thought of Jack the Heart losing gimmick. I got to give him props where props are due. Okay. Do I agree with everything he says? No. I do like him. I don't agree on certain things, business-wise, now that I'm older, excuse me, and I can speak up. But as far as I know, I've never been around. Like, he was in different promotions, Memphis and TNA and stuff, and he was in charge of storylines and stuff, so some of them were pretty good, and you got to give props where it's, I got to give props to that, and I've heard more good than bad than like, oh, that was Dutch's stupid idea or something. I've never heard anything like that, but yeah, that's it as far as that goes.
Well, why do you think he doesn't shave that mustache?
Yeah.
I think he thinks it's cool. I think he don't own a razor, and I think he's lazy.
Yeah.
All right. So Barry, obviously we're huge fans.
And he owes me trans since '96.
Well, here's another thing. He doesn't like us, so
and his back is hairy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, holy George Steele, Batman.
All right, you got to help me with this one now. Barry, you got to help me with this one. You've been on a ton of shoot interviews, right? Everybody loves everything you got to say. You're incredible. There's one podcast out there, and you got to explain this to me.
You're not going to.
I want to understand the logistics behind it. It's the kid from England, right? That kid James from England.
James, I love James.
That's good. But I have a few questions.
I really do.
What time in the morning do you have to shoot with him, like for that interview?
Okay. I've only when I got interviewed by him, it was in a studio, cool studio, in West Virginia, Appalachian Wrestling Association. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
okay.
I was interviewed first for an hour or two, probably about 8 o'clock to 10 by Shane Douglas.
Okay.
And I like Shane. I like the way he conducts his business. I like the way he talks, how he articulates different things. He's been around. James and I probably talked for 2 hours, and I'm going to say, seriously, from 10 o'clock at night, Eastern Time, p.m., till midnight. Out of that 2 hours, he probably got 10 shows out of me.
Wait a minute, Barry. Barry, I'm sorry. His mom let him stay up till midnight?
Wait a minute.
No, Barry. Here's a real question, seriously.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can see us on video. Were you able to see James on that video also?
Yes, I was. There was a prompter in front of me, and I saw him. It was about this big, smaller than my laptop, and I saw him, and he's a pro. I like the way his questions.
Fair enough.
He said that.
Fair enough.
I believe him. He said that I was requested for about 2 years. He couldn't get in touch with me, and then probably out of sight, out of mind. And he had hundreds of questions, and he was honest. He says we only scraped the surface with some of the questions, and I was requested as an interview because he's had tremendous interviews. And he tells me, and I thought he was joking. He goes, after this plays, you're going to get, and I forgot, you guys know better than me, an ungodly amount of likes or hints or hits, whatever you call it. Yeah. He says, I promise you, there'll be that much within days. And I will admit, I've did a lot of different shows and a lot of different things, and things have been mentioned, even Impact and whatnot. But the most have been mentioned at my table is, hey, I saw you on Wrestling Shoot Interviews, WSI.
Right.
I said, oh, wow, thanks. I mean, almost every show somebody comes up, hey, I saw you there. Hey, I saw you on YouTube.
But I got to ask you, what you saw. Was there any point while he was interviewing, did his mom come in with meatloaf and try to give him some, like, meatloaf for dinner?
Yeah, was she dusting the room?
Like, dusting
like
while
the action
you were
figures?
doing the interview?
Number one, that didn't happen. Number two, you stole that from the Wedding Crashers.
Did you? What do you mean, Mom? Meatloaf?
What the? Hey, Mom!
Barry.
Meatloaf!
No, it's James Meatloaf.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Barry.
No, James that's his house. He's married. He left his job.
Wow.
He's been doing that a couple of years. And I think he does. There's a lot of I like whatchamacallits, if you don't mind me mentioning people.
No, not at all.
No.
I mean, I don't watch a bunch, but I like the way Kevin Nash conducts his with Sean
Oliver.
Sean Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
I like the way it's conducted.
Yep.
But here's the biggest thing. I listen to stories that I was near or in the same town or in the same locker room. And they're pretty spot on. And there was one